Okay, welcome to Jay's podcast, episode 1. I got my gang in here. Everybody, I want you guys to introduce yourself. All right, anybody want to go first?
Want to go first? Yeah, you already know what it is. Follow me on Instagram.
I'm gonna definitely have the grams, yo. I'm definitely gonna have the grams.
Yeah, I'm Zoya. Hey guys.
Alright, so I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
Mike, you feel me? AKA Corleo on IG, you already know. Du Fouage. Yeah?
Alright, so I go after. Alright, so y'all already know the vibe, man. It's your boy Vibe, you feel me? AKA Lonzo, AKA Hojon. You know the fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Hojon.
My IG, A3_Frost, smile at me. Can you follow like that shit sweet?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, follow me on Instagram at Ashley Amani. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube. Ora.
Period.
Okay. And of course, it's me, to Jay. I am the host. I am the one that created my podcast. It's not really a podcast we would say, because we don't have the mics, but you know, we're gonna do what we gotta do with the Zoom. That's what we're gonna do. COVID is out here, sad to say, but you feel me? But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with the first question, the first little icebreaker. If you guys want to answer, you can, but since we're talking about dating, right, for this panel, what's everybody's relationship status? Like, what would you say you at right now?
I'm single.
I'm single
right
too.
now. Single.
Go.
Single and all that.
What about you, Rod?
I ain't
Yo,
got
Rob was good.
I got a little job.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, so is that's your girl, or y'all just talking like?
Right now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna show you right now.
Okay. How long?
Been for 8 months.
Okay.
Almost a year.
On EP.
Almost a year. Okay, like
That's cute.
that's what I like to hear.
It's on all platforms, right? Yeah, I gotta show you. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, you gotta jack up before she cuts you up.
Right.
Keep it a bang, gang.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna get into it. So my first question to y'all is, what's the difference between talking and dating? Because I talked about this. Shout out to Chib, because I was on live with Chib, and he was jacking that dating is just an old term. Like, people don't use dating no more. And I disagreed. Like, I'm like, people still date. Like, but what y'all think is talking versus dating? Because
I think talking is just like texting to me, and then like actually going on dates, seeing that person, they enjoying each other's time and getting to know each other. Like, and then I feel like being in an exclusive relationship, y'all in a relationship, like,
right.
yeah.
That's a fact.
Okay. Like, for me, I feel like talking is like basically getting to know, and dating is physically, doing things with that person, like going out to eat, actually being in that person. Like, that's the difference for me, talking and dating.
Okay, I totally agree.
Yeah. I think talking
is
definitely like getting to know somebody. Like, I feel like it's getting like, it's like that season, like that's that time where you ask them like the favorite colors, like how old are you, like simple things like where you from. Like, just you're getting to know, like you're collecting data from that person. But I feel like dating is like you actually, like, you're going out with that person, like you're planning dates, like, and it could be you're either like getting close to being exclusive or you already are. So I feel like you never stop dating though when you get in a relationship. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Talking is like the stage before y'all, like, y'all on your way to making it official type shit.
Yeah.
Texting and all that. Y'all start out dating, you still getting to know each other. So I agree with you too. I agree with you on that. That's a fact.
Okay.
I agree with that, Mike, because dating basically is getting to know each other. You understand? Y'all figure each other out, and y'all feeling each other out. You understand? It's like know each other. So y'all just trying to
see if it's the one.
See if it's worth it. That's what it is.
See if it's worth it. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right. So my second question is, how do you successfully shoot your shot? Like, and this is via DM and then in person.
How do you successfully shoot your shot?
Yeah.
Can you give us? Oh, whoa! Like, how would you
like how do you Okay, so I mean, I don't know. Like they say, some girls shoot their shot, but most of the time, right, guys will shoot their shot. So it's like, what do you think? Like, how do you successfully, get that girl or that guy that you want? Like, how do you slide in their DM? Like, what would you say? Like, how do you approach somebody if you wanna, get to
I feel like I only shot my shot like one time, like in my whole life, like, and it was just on some shit. I was just like, yo, what's your name? Like, you never told me your name. Like, it was on some calm shit.
Okay.
I wasn't like on no bag and shit. Like, yo, what's your number? Like,
yeah, I never asked
out.
Like,
like,
it was, but yeah,
I don't know.
I feel you just gotta walk. You gotta be fearless. You just have to go for it. You know what I mean? That's how you shoot your shot. You have to have no fear. And just go. Do it.
You gang. That's a fact.
I respect it. It. Okay. I feel like how I would like a guy to shoot their shot to me, like through DM, is like asking me like real questions. You feel me? Like not just always like a hard eye or you like, oh, you're pretty. Like, okay, I heard that before. Like, what else? Like, I would like a guy to.
That's that lazy.
Me, yeah, it's lazy. It's very, especially the quick fucking emoji shit. Like, that's played out. Like, you feel me? Like, you have to do a little more. Like, do a little something different. Cause
you gotta put more work in, definitely.
Right. What you be doing, Mike? Like, how you shoot your shot?
Shit. Yo, I do the opposite. I don't send no emojis. I go for it. I be talking my shit.
Okay.
So that's what you gotta do. I feel like that's that's way back, like 2014 vibes.
Okay.
The emoji, one of the emojis, like you being lazy. So I agree with you.
I ain't gonna lie.
You be doing the emoji, Rod?
I ain't gonna lie. On me, I'm a weird nigga. I ain't gonna listen. I do everywhere. Emojis, everywhere I try to find it. I don't care. Just figure it out. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know.
All right. So what about in person though? Like, how would you like to be approached in person, or how do you approach a girl in person?
I would like to be approached very respectfully, like
yes,
respectfully. A handshake. Don't try to hug me, like, because I don't know you.
Don't touch me, please. Can you ask permission to touch me? Like,
thank you.
Because no, a guy will really on some like on your neck, like. You be like this, sir. Like, come on, man. No. I feel like in person, like guys need to do a lot better with reading body language. That's how I feel, because it's like if a girl's giving you eye contact, like for example, the funniest thing that happened. I remember like we was at Wild Fest, you remember? And then this dark skinned guy came up to me. And he asked for my number or whatever, but it was because I was like he read my body language. Like I gave him eye contact. I was like, yo, you look good. Like I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all was there, but I don't know if y'all remember. But yeah, I gave him eye contact. Like I gave him cues. Like you could come talk to me. But but yeah. So all right, my third question will be. Wait, Ashley, do you have anything to say to that? Like, how would you like to?
Just be respectful. I said respectful. I would just like to be approached respectfully, like, respectfully. Like, your mother like that? Like, that's what I would want. Like,
yeah.
Approach me with common sense. Don't just be all on top of me, because I be in my bubble and I don't want to feel like, I don't know. Well, I do know. I just don't want you all up in my space, even if you do look good. Like.
Right.
Me, I'm different. Like I said, I'm opposite. I want you to snap me. Like, where you at? I want to pull up. We dock my block on like that. Like, what's the shot like?
Oh, you like that crazy? Wow. You like that crazy type?
No, I'll play. I don't like that crazy. I'm a good civilized person, and I just want you to relax. I'm young right now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm figuring things out.
Yeah, we all are.
We all still figuring things out, gang. That's a fact.
Absolutely. Okay, so my third question is, should men like women more? Like, for example, like, you know how, like, most of the time people would say, oh, like, the guy has to like you more. Like, do you guys agree with that saying?
It should be mutual. Like, it should.
Yeah.
I think it should be mutual too.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think it definitely should be mutual.
I feel like guys want the same affection, the same love as we do. Like, I feel like guys, like, I feel like people will be like trying to give men the short side of the stick sometimes, like, because they're men, like, you know, they're masculine, like, they don't really need love. Like, I feel like that's kind of like what people think. I think they need that too. Like, kind of mutual.
They do.
It is a thing. Definitely.
Yeah, I was saying, I agree. I think it's mutual because I've been in situations where, like, I feel like the guy liked me more, or I like the guy more, and it's not fun. Like, it could get very toxic. Like, it's very one-sided, and I feel like at the end of the day, yeah, like, anything that's mutual is healthy. Like, if we want to have something healthy, like, definitely you should like that person as much as they like you. Like, it shouldn't be a tit for tat, because that just goes into playing games. You know what I mean? I mean, that was fun when we was in high school, but like, younger, we grown now. So like somebody that like you feel me? And you don't have to, but just make sure it's mutual. I agree. Yeah,
that's so true. That's so true.
Absolutely. Yeah, which I think.
Yes, I agree with that. I feel like men do want that same love. Like, who doesn't want to be hugged and kissed on? Who doesn't want that? You know? Come on, son. I hold it down. Like, you feel me? As a man, you hold it down. Lady all the time, do what you need to do, but she better show some love and all that. Make it jump and all this and all that.
Mutual love. Make it jump.
I feel like we should always want each other too. Like, just because you guys are together doesn't mean like we should be. That's why I love married couples too. They be like, "Oh, I'm together." Like, we was together 50 years, and they still like, you know, showing each other affection and stuff. Like, that should never get old. Like,
never.
Yeah, that should never get old.
They have their days. Where everybody has their days, but
of course.
But that's natural. You know?
Yeah. All right. So my fourth question is, what is one reason why you date? Like, what is one reason? And I ask this because I feel like a lot of people, they just date sometimes just to date. But like, what would be like the reason for you? And I feel like it could be different. Okay.
I feel like I date. It depends, because I feel like I date to have fun sometimes, and I date for a relationship. Like, I think it kind of depends on where I'm at in life.
Yeah. For me, I date to have fun, and then oh shit, like, I really like this person. Like, now I know this person. But I usually date because it's like, I feel like I date also when I'm in the right mind space too, where I feel like I'm able to give that person my attention. Like, if I know that I have a lot of priorities, I'm not gonna take that person seriously, and I'm not gonna date them. So I'm only gonna talk to them because I'm fulfilling that void of boredom. So when I talk to people, and okay, I'm gonna take this person serious, that's when I date. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else wanna go?
Oh, let me see. I mean, currently I just like, I talk to females, you feel me? But like A said, you know, if I feel like it's getting to it, then I'm gonna take it further. But I really just talk to females. I eventually it'll get to that stage, to the dating, like, you know, where it's official. So. Okay. But obviously the whole goal is to get them to, you know, is to make it official, you know. It's not just talking it or so.
Yeah, I definitely feel like some people just want like to have fun, and you have some people that are for sex, or some people that really want a relationship too. So that's why I asked y'all, because everybody has their different agendas as to why they like talking to people. Some people be bored too, though. Like, some people just talk to people because they're bored.
You're right.
I did that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, especially in high school, like, I was just talking to guys just because, like as long as you know why you're like your reason why you're dating, then go for it. Like, you know, at the end of the day, do what you want to do what you're comfortable with, and then make sure, like Ashley said, like, you're in a good mental space to even give your energy out to people, because dating could be a lot. Like, it could be a lot sometimes.
Definitely.
Tell me about it.
It could be exhausting as hell. But
It
could
is
be fun
exhausting.
too.
You're exchanging energy.
You're exchanging so
And when you're
much.
talking to multiple people,
Oh gosh.
Energy, time, all that. That's a fact.
Yeah, when a lot of people
Yeah.
they drain your energy. I ain't gonna lie. It was a situation where I was in something like that, and I couldn't function. Like, I don't like making people feel it's something when it's not. You know what I mean? Even though I dead care for both of them. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, feel you.
But I
he's
made
such
my
an
decision. Made my decision. I told her the truth, and I ended up with her anyway.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Made it right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta source it the right way. You know?
Right. Okay, so my next question is, how do you deal with rejection? Like, have you ever been rejected, and how did you deal with it?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
hate that shit.
I gotta keep it pushing.
I'm still a
You
bad
gotta keep
bitch
it
at the end of the
pushing.
day. So what are you telling me? Like,
Uh-huh.
You should. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rejected.
Rejection, form of reflection. Like, I reflect a lot. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you don't want me? Me reflect on why you don't want me, or what can I do? Like, I always look at myself, but then it always be that person. It don't even be you necessarily. It just be that person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Both ends. So I use rejection as a form of
I agree.
Rejection make you stronger. That's a fact.
I agree.
Wow.
And you know what? Like, one thing that helps me deal with rejection in a way, because it really don't be rejection, but it is like, it's your ego. Like, of course you take it personally, but most of the time it does. Like, it is what that person is going through, or, you know, it could be things outside of you that, you know, don't necessarily make things like what you would want it to be. But I feel like for me, one thing that helps me with rejection is like remembering, like, one, like, I also rejected people probably, and it humbles me, because it's like, I don't just stay in victim mode and be like, oh, like, you know, just feel bad for myself for too long, because it's like, it's just a perspective, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't look at every rejection as, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Like, you know, maybe that person wasn't for you, or maybe
Just a way of life.
it's just, yeah, or maybe it wasn't the time, or like, you know, of course you're feeling, once you get through your feelings and you get logical about it, I feel like you just,
yeah, it's just like,
Yeah, it's like, it is what it is. I ain't get it. I ain't whatever. Like,
I'm gonna still
That's a fact.
live, I'm gonna still eat my crab legs, I'm gonna still get wine, I'm still hang out with my
Hell yeah.
friends, you know, like,
life
Dog,
goes
all
on.
that.
I feel like you
on.
can't let people get to you, like,
that thing.
because life goes on with or without them either way. So
Have a companion, whatever. I don't know if you can ask the question, but I don't want to say it right.
no, go ahead.
It's like, if you have a companion, whatever, and you got friends, like, but you want to chill with your friends, but you don't want your shorty mad, like, what you supposed to do?
wait, what?
He said when you are, or if you're in a relationship with somebody and your significant other gets mad that you're hanging out with your friends, how do you deal with that issue? You
Like,
just,
is this all the time? Is this all the time, bro? Like, every time?
Balance.
yeah, is this all the time? Like, what's it? Maybe she don't like the friends that you hang around with. Like,
Because it's girl, female, because like, you don't understand. I don't
Oh yeah,
understand.
no.
okay,
Yeah.
I feel
See?
like,
It depends. Like,
yeah,
I feel like she don't trust you if that's the case. Okay.
yeah,
Because if you can't, yeah.
nah, not even that. But it's just like,
you know,
it's just like, did you introduce your girlfriend to your
yeah.
your friends that are girls? Like, you feel me? Like, you can't be having, like, you have to think about other people's feelings too. Like, how
Yeah.
about Shorty had mad guy friends and she's just hanging out with them all the time and she's not making time for you? Like, you have to put yourself in other
Yeah,
people's
facts.
shoes too.
But it's not all
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
why. Yeah, it depends on if it's all the time.
You want to chill once in a while. It's not all the time.
Oh, see, so if it's once in a while, then yeah.
I feel like you definitely need to make time for your friends, but then also be respectful of your relationship. That's how I feel. Like, your significant other should never hold you hostage from family or friends. I feel like that's toxic. But I do feel like if you are neglecting your relationship for your friends, that's also a problem. So I feel like it's a balance. Like, just make time for the people that you make time for and that you care about. If you can't communicate that and be like, yo, like, just, you know, make plans later, or be like, okay, I'm gonna make it up to you. But if you're neglecting your friends or anybody that you care about, of course it's gonna be a problem. Like they're gonna feel like, do you not care about me? Like
you could care, and they still make it seem as if like you playing your friends over them when it's really not.
And probably she's just obsessed with you.
That's what it is.
you wanna be in your skin.
You
Like,
can't do certain things.
you wanna be in your skin.
Take it easy or the vibe.
She wants you around 24/7, gang. I mean,
Yeah,
cool, too.
I mean, it'd be like that, but it's not like.
I don't want to be under my significant 24/7. Like, I like when that person has a day and I have my day. We come together, like, and we have so much. We're with each other 24/7. We don't have nothing to talk about.
Well, you don't miss them. You have to miss them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like every friendship and every relationship, you should have time to miss them. Like even if you speak to them, like how I'm with y'all guys. Like I don't see y'all often, but I spoke to y'all here and there. But when I see y'all, like I'm like, oh my god,
It's always exciting.
It's a vibe,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
Good to see you
That's a fact.
guys.
That's a good point. Word.
I love y'all. Like thank y'all for being
That's a
loyal.
fact.
Like,
How you too,
Fuck
man?
all y'all. You know the vibe, man.
Wow.
Wow.
Nah, cause me and Mike knew each other from young too. That's what it is too.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's been a
How
minute, bro. Years.
when did y'all meet each other? How old?
Bro, I was like, we was in elementary.
Oh,
Like third
Really?
grade.
Like
Yeah,
third
long
grade.
ago.
Whoa. Wait, Ra, how old are you?
I'm about to be 24. 23 right now.
Mike, you're 23?
Nah, I'm 22.
Oh.
But we was always in the same school, so it's like,
I'm not
you feel
back.
me? From 30, 72, like it was just always.
like
And
middle
we
school.
lived, yeah, and we was living in the same neighborhood, so.
Why you
before
didn't go to Lewis? Like,
Come where?
why you didn't go to Lewis? Like,
I went to Jack. I was going to a few high schools. I ain't no front. I went to a few high schools.
Oh, you
But
was
in
bad.
you was a bad cat.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was wild in high
But you
school.
don't seem like it, Mike. You seem mad.
Yeah, you
chill.
seem mad.
mad calm.
Are you sneaky? Hold on.
Nah, I ain't sneaky. No,
Wait, what's your
I'm
sign?
humble now. Yeah, Raj, you fly.
You're a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah,
Oh,
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Scorpio, what's that? The water drip, right? The wavy shit. You fly.
Mickey. Not joking.
Nah. Ain't no sneaky.
Mundo.
Speaking of freaky, I got another question.
Yeah, I'm ready. Hold on.
This is my last question.
Do you know?
Nah, we
Do you know your?
gotta make more questions.
The water shit, no?
No, that's your son.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't really know the signs.
The
like
birth
that.
chart, we're gonna get you into it. We're gonna get you into it.
Yeah, I gotta put me on.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Well, we know for example though, like me, I'm a Capricorn, I'm an Aries moon. Then we got Zoe over there. She's a Cancer with a Capricorn moon. And then Ra, he's an Aries with a Leo moon. And then Ashley,
That's
she's a Leo with a Gemini moon. So we got a lot of fire in our chart over
I ain't gonna
here.
lie, I'm ready to torch shit up too.
Like I'm Ra emotionally, like
Hello.
I told you that though. And you're
You
Ashley
did.
emotionally, and Zoe is like me emotionally.
That's just
Ain't that
fact.
crazy?
It is, yo. But y'all know about connections, like, you feel me? To that.
Absolutely.
Connected to that. I'm
We
doing
be here with it, like.
We always here with it, always. All right, so my last question is, what would make someone want to have sex with you?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold on. Just the vibe.
Wait, what
like,
to make them?
What would make somebody want to have sex with you besides looks? Like besides how you look?
besides looks, the vibe, the personality.
Yeah.
Okay.
A vibe.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah, the vibe.
The energy. When you give them enough,
Energy, hold on.
give them extra energy.
big teaser too, so.
Heavy
Stay
on the
comfortable
teaser.
around
Heavy.
Okay. I will give you
Teaser.
blue balls. Like,
That's fucked up.
Oh, nah, chill. That's
fucking hard.
yo, Rob, hold on.
Hell no, nah. Don't even look that
Nah,
way.
In
chill.
public,
Okay.
yo, in public.
Yo, hold on.
Oh, let me put some
You
on.
gotta tease in public. That'd
Nigga
be
said
fun.
Blue Yagi.
Nah, in public? Nah.
I love
You have to, like, definitely.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
Yo.
Now I want everybody to go individually though. Like you guys for me. Yeah, one at a time. Like.
All right, let me go first.
All right.
You said what would make a cat wanna. Right,
yeah. What would make a girl wanna be like? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the personality. Like she comfortable around me. You feel me? She feeling the vibe, the authenticity, all that. You know.
Okay.
I mean, that happened a few times. Or
I ain't gonna lie.
She feeling the vibe. Like it sometimes it don't have to be looks, like you said. It's not always
That's why I said besides looks on purpose, because I feel like, you know, it's more than that. Like, you know, you at the end of the day, you connecting with somebody, that's a whole nother level of intimacy. So
yeah, that's a fact.
I feel like, you know, some people, they'll just get turned on by how somebody looks, but everybody's different. But I know for me, like, you gotta bring the energy. Like you said, it's all the energy.
Yeah, you can't be,
because you can look good, and if you don't have nothing else like to talk, like you're not mentally stimulating me or something, like it's like, no.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Who wants to go next? Zoya?
I'm gonna go next. Nah, go ahead, Zoya. Go ahead.
I would say my body, my energy too, because I feel like I bring a good energy. I'm fun. I'm excited. Like, you know, I have dimension to me. Like, I could talk about whatever. I could do whatever. Like, and yeah, like it will definitely be my vibe. Like, lit bitch. Period.
Period. Shout out to my girl. Yeah. All right, Roger, you're next.
All right, so literally mine. Of course, y'all know it'll be vibes for me, and it'll be the way I violate the scene. Like, I ain't gonna lie about it. So you feel like
He said,
I take care of the scene. They already know. You can look in my eyes and know that I will violate the scene. So I only gotta be
what?
That's it, Rob?
The energy though, Super Saiyan about that one.
Super Saiyan.
But it's definitely
Like we all have good energy.
We do. We have great energy.
If I turn around and start walking, it's over.
I'm weak.
I ain't gonna lie.
All right, Ashley, your turn.
Definitely like my aura. Like, I feel like I can get along with anybody. I make people feel comfortable because I treat people like people. So I feel like anybody would want to be comfortable with me. Like, you could tell me everything. Like, I feel like that's one. And I'm very nurturing. Like,
You great use of words.
I'd like, you know, like I would just cradle you. I would make you feel like, I just love to feel baby. So I just make other people.
Oh, that's so cute. Like,
but yeah, Bob is more spectacular. But yeah,
spectacular.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it's my conversation. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All I gotta do is talk nice.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Nice. You feel me? Like,
Let's talk about it, Sajang.
You feel me? Give the eye contact. Just make somebody feel seen.
The eye contact. Ooh.
I love me some
the eye contact.
Like,
yeah, the eye contact is it. Hell yeah.
That sets it off. Okay.
Like.
I don't know, but some guys be talking about like they'll have sex with a girl and they won't kiss her. Like, that's weird to me. Like, I feel like you should not even be having sex with them if you not. I don't know. You know.
Not intimate enough. What? Nah, that's a whole nother convo. Now I'm about to. Can you chill?
Yeah, like.
Can you chill?
I know y'all heard that before though. I know.
Yeah, I definitely heard that a lot. I hear that a lot.
Because I feel it don't hit if it's not emotional attachment. Like, and there's no.
Yeah.
It just don't hit.
I can't have casual sex.
Yeah, like you can have sex with any. Like, once you have that intimacy, like that connection, like it hits different. Like,
yeah, once you
connection makes it.
Like, guys will be like, "Oh, her vagina was trash." Just no.
You don't like it.
That's it. Because they know trash vagina.
Yeah, I don't believe in that because I feel like
I don't believe in that.
If you turn a girl on, like you're gonna get her. Like, you feel me? You're gonna get like the best of her body. Like, if you're not really, if you're not really, that's why I say foreplay and stuff is important too. Like, if you're not really, I don't know. Everybody's different. Some people could just go in for the kill. Like, and they don't need much. Like they could just look at you and be like, yeah, I'm ready. Like, but some people need more, like emotional connection or just like a vibe. Like I say, like the vibe is most important though. I feel like, and that's the most popular. That's why it's mostly used, because everybody's just like, yo, the vibe, like the vibe got to be right. But how do you know it's a good vibe though for you? Like, besides like you having a good vibe, how can you like keep a good vibe?
Like for me,
it's mutual.
You feel it.
You feel
when you care for someone.
You feel safe.
Yeah, people be like, "Oh, I'm a vibe," but they really just be weird. Like,
I'm a vibe and I'm weird, so I'm saying both.
Me too. No,
there's a difference between being like weird and awkwardly weird. Like, you ever had a conversation and that conversation was awkwardly weird? Like, that's be like, I'm a vibe. Like, you're not. You're crazy.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Crazy niggas, huh? I'm not crazy. I'm playing, but I have my ways.
Right, you're fun though. I can tell you're a fun guy.
I'm gonna make sure you enjoy yourself. That's who I am. Like, if you with me, do anything. Like, you're gonna enjoy yourself.
I love it.
I'm enjoying myself, so you know what I'm saying?
What is like the most important thing in a relationship, like to make it work?
Communication. Hell yeah.
Let's say respect for me.
And respect, definitely.
Yeah, communication, respect.
Yeah.
Those are top two.
Loyalty, but I feel like communication and respect is top tier. Like,
yeah, top two.
And trust.
And
trust is number one. If you don't trust them, you're not gonna enjoy them. Well, you're gonna enjoy them, but you're not.
If you don't trust them, you ain't gonna enjoy them.
Nah, real shit. Hell yeah.
That's a good question because, yeah, I feel like respect, man, like that, everything else follows after respect, honestly. Like, you, for example, even in friendships and stuff too, that's why I look at people, like how they treat their friends and their family, and that lets me know how you will be in a relationship as well. People don't really look at that. I feel like, you know, like they'll just think like you're gonna be treated most likely the same way. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's, because that's where you're most comfortable. You're most comfortable with your friends. You're most comfortable at home. So if you're not respectful to other people, if you're not, you know what I mean? If you don't know how to communicate, you shut down. Like, those are things I'm gonna look at and be like, okay, you might do that with me. Like, I'm not gonna be no different from these people. So
I think everybody is not the same, Tejon. You can't say that, because everybody can make a different impact on somebody. You understand?
You're right.
Effect for everybody.
That's true.
Right.
You understand? So
that's true. That's true. We do learn from each other though. Yeah. But still too, like, I feel like, you know, it's just something you peep. Like, I don't think you don't have to like completely be like that's how that person is, because like you said, like you bring different parts of people out sometimes. But yeah, I do think it's important to look at it though. Like, you know.
I like children. It was another thing I gotta say. Oh yeah, if I'd had another John, boom. So I liked her, but for me, I didn't really, you feel me, like feel her as much, you know. But another John made me want to spend bread on her. Like, I want to take care of her. Like, you understand? Like, it's different type of people out here. Like, there's different people that make you feel different ways.
What was the difference between the two? Like, you spend money on her and not spend money on the other girl, even though you were both.
Well, your heart will know, so your spirit will feel it. Once your spirit, you when you want to be mean or nothing, you just want to give her your all. That's what, there you go. You want to give her your all. You'll be giving half. You understand?
It's like a connection, yeah.
Somebody like, I know you're on my body all the time. I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, say that was a female saying like one of y'all saying y'all had a John or whatever on you. And you be like, he always on me, so I ain't worried about it. I can deal with anybody and come back to me if I feel like. Those type of people, like, if I make sense right now.
No, you make sense. You make sense.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I feel like, yeah, like sometimes connections are undeniable too. Like, it's sad to say, because you could like somebody or you could try to like somebody, but if it's forced, like, sometimes it's just not there. Like, sometimes the connection is not there. and you gotta just be like, look at it for what it is. But it's rare to find like a real genuine connection sometimes. I feel like in my experience, I feel like I only had that like connection with like 2 guys. Like, and I've dated people, but it's like, you know, everybody doesn't make you feel the same. And when you like, your intuition will pick up on it. You're like, you know, you'll pick up on all the feelings, like, whoa, like this feels different. This doesn't feel like what I'm used to, or, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And it'll bring out different sides of you for sure.
I feel like why dating is important sometimes, because it really do help you like in certain areas, in certain aspects. You know, and like places that you need help in. Like for me, like I know I dated this one guy and he helped me with my communication a lot. I used to be fucking terrible at that shit. Like I would not tell you how I felt no matter what. Like I would rather eat a bridge than tell you how I felt. Like,
were you always like that, or do you feel like what made you like that, and then what made you want to be safer communicating with that person?
I feel like I was like that because I always felt like people was taking advantage of my feelings. Like you feel, if I tell you how I felt, I know how you feel, and I'm gonna do this to you. You know, I'm trying to get one up. Like now, I communicate because it's just like it feels good. It feels good to just let it all out. Let it, you know, like it feels like a weight is lifted off your shoulder, and I'd rather say how I feel than just keep it all bottled in. Like it's not healthy at all.
Not healthy.
Man, loud.
Who's screaming?
I would say my most important lesson so far with dating is being vulnerable. Like that's something, and that kind of goes out of eye to what you just said. Like it does take a lot of courage to be vulnerable and to let your feelings like be expressed to somebody, because like you said, sometimes you are afraid that they're gonna take advantage of you or use it against you, and to feel like that is exhausting. And it's also like you're not really connecting with that person because you're holding back, or they're holding back. So, and I feel like if y'all both holding back, it can turn toxic because you're just literally just there and you're not really connecting, like, or learning from each other. Like it does take courage to be like, yo, this is how I feel, this is what I want. Like
it's like it's not getting nowhere. I feel what you're saying, T.
Absolutely, yeah.
Y'all had anything that y'all learned, like Ra or Mike, from like dating, like your most important lesson right now?
Yeah, my most important lesson is to not put everything into one person that's not showing you everything. That's why I learned that. You understand? But I knew it from young. I knew it already, but I had to put myself through it to feel it. Once you feel it, then you know how to get over and how to move with anything. You understand? Once you go through it, you gotta get your hands dirty first. Then you can tell people how it was. You understand? That's how I learned.
Yeah, the experience, definitely. I mean, it took me a while, but I learned communication. At first, I just wouldn't communicate much. Like, you know, it took me a while before I started, because I was like, it was multiple. I ain't bragging on that, but it was multiple females I would be talking to, so it kind of was harder to communicate with them individually. You know, it would take a lot of time. But, you know, I learned communication, you know, sticking to one female. And so, you know, you learn. You live and you learn. That's how it is.
Absolutely. Ashley?
You live and you learn, man.
What I've learned is to make what I learned is to not take everything so seriously, like to not internalize anything. Like whatever that person's going through, don't try to either. And also to make like deeper connections instead of deeper attachments.
Right.
Ooh, I
smart.
love that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the swoop. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hold on.
That's her song. That's her song.
Because you just be a thought of that person, like the person, but it's like sometimes that person's not even for you, but you
Right.
just
Attached.
that person. Like,
Help. Help.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I love what you said though, because that can hold you, like the idea of a person can hold you to the wrong person for longer than you should be with them. And yeah, that's why connection is important. Connection is important. And it takes time too. Like, it takes experience, it takes time, it takes learning people, like really learning them, like not just putting a expectation on them, but learning about them. Like, are they even right for you? Do you even like them? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes with dating, we could get caught up in the idea of being liked or being, taken care of or being chosen. But it's like, you have the power to choose who you want to be with as well. Like, you have to, you're a person too. Like, look at yourself and what do you want? Like, what are you looking for? Like, I feel like that's how you take your power back, instead of putting it in everybody else's hand. Like, you have choices to make as well. So yeah,
I like that.
I agree.
Yeah. I fuck with them.
Like
They got real deep. They got real deep. I love it.
Real deep.
Oh man.
It got real deep. But thank you guys so much. Like, I think this was good. I think this was good.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I apologize for always smiling and shit. But I'm just, y'all make
What are you
look at y'all.
apologizing for?
No, yeah, because when I look at the camera, I see, oh my God. Y'all make me happy and stuff, and my son like,
Ain't no room.
Nah, Robert had Aries. Like,
yo, real life, like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, I love y'all.
Love you too, man.
Ooh, like, this is my game.
Yeah.
But thank y'all for coming to my panel.
Huh?
Yeah, no
I
doubt,
love
Chief.
when y'all talk, man. Y'all express yourself very well. You understand? Y'all have very nice vocabulary, as I can see. And that's great. Now it's great to know. Next time we read a dictionary when we get back in here, okay?
Absolutely.